Technology, it's all around us and has become so ubiquitous, we often forget it's even there. Yet, much remains unknown with the new technology we have so readily embraced. What are the lasting consequences? Business ethicists are Edward Freeman, Daryl Kane, Kirk Hansen, Richard DeGeorge, Donna Wood, and Gerald Kavanaugh share a few of their concerns.
We have incredible new technologies. If you think about it, I've never been much fan of the trolley problem thinking in ethics, but the problem of autonomous cars is a trolley problem. If you think about the ethics issues in things like AI, you think about privacy, you think about what kind of human beings are we going to be when most of our face-to-face is mediated by screens? How are we going to be able to form relationships? How are people going to be able to fall in love? I think those questions about who we are as human beings in this, we're on the edge of this incredible technological society.
I worry a lot about the emergence of artificial intelligence, because I think we have a lot of happy talk right now in the American political scene about, oh, there's always creative destruction, and people are citing Schumpeter and so forth. If you think about someone like Larry Summer, who is certainly not an anti-market person by any means, the fact that he's changed his position on AI is, I think, extremely significant. He said he used to think there would be as many jobs created as destroyed. He thinks now that the evidence is that there's about 80% destruction and about 20% new jobs being affected. And the new jobs are going to be open only to a very narrow segment of the population who are trained in certain kinds of techniques. And I worry a lot about that, because the jobs may go away, but the people aren't going to go away. The truck driver who's invested $100,000 in his rig and is now told, oh, that he's not needed for long distance hauls anymore, doesn't even have capital that he can monetize, because the truck, the long distance, when he wants it, the long distance truck driving is now being replaced by self-driving trucks.
And I would bring to the fore a series of very difficult questions around technology and business ethics, and biotechnology and business ethics. Artificial intelligence and business ethics will be a major concern. Bioethics, biotechnology, and business ethics will be major concerns that we will need to pay a lot of attention to.
So if you consider artificial intelligence, I think businesses are moving more and more towards adopting artificial intelligence. And there are a lot of issues there other than simply privacy. And they're being looked at by people in computer science. But not many people in philosophy have jumped in and added their contribution. And I think they have a lot to contribute. So it's part of business becoming an ever-increasing need, and we don't have the people turning their attention. So I think when you have a disciplinary background, you're more interested in raising issues. What are the new questions, rather than simply supplying solutions to problems that other people bring out. And what I find is that there are fewer and fewer of the people coming up who are interested in saying, what are the real new issues? What do we have to turn our attention to that people are ignoring?
Of course, there's social media. Good gracious. The impact of social media on behavior and culture is, we don't even understand it yet. I mean, we're starting to analyze and think about it, but we don't really get it yet.
Artificial intelligence is a tough one. We've all read a lot about it and thought a lot about it, and I don't have any quick answers of how to deal with it, but we've got to deal with it. And actually, it's a model of technology itself. We're so adept at developing new technology. We put it in place before we think of what it means and what its applications are and how it's going to affect people. That's not always a good idea, and if it's not good, then you can sue them. Well, then it may be too late. A lot of people are hurt. The Europeans are more cautious on that, and I think they're smarter than we in the U.S. But artificial intelligence is a big one in terms of technology. well, I hope we'll be able to do.
What will the future hold for technology? Perhaps it's as expansive as our imagination? The challenges, however, are even more expansive.